This Civic Media podcast is sponsored by UW Organ and Tissue Donation. Organ donations are desperately needed, and now is the right time to become an organ donor. Talk to your family. Get the dot. Save lives. Go to heroicdeed.com.
For WRCE 107.7 FM News, I'm Joanne Krulotz. At this stage of the election, it's time to get out the vote. This is a crucial step that can make or break the presidential campaign of Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. They are nudging Americans to the polls or the mailbox or ballot drop box to make their choices. Democrats are relying on a traditional strategy of targeted phone calls, text messages, and door knocking from the party and its allies to encourage turnout for Kamala Harris. Donald Trump has outsourced much of the Republican operation, including to America PAC, the organization supported by billionaire Elon Musk, which was giving away $1 million a day in prize money, an unorthodox approach. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers is urging residents to sign up for health care coverage. In a statement, Governor Evers praised the Affordable Care Act as a game changer for Wisconsin families, which saw over 250,000 residents sign up during the last open enrollment period. Governor Evers has also called for an expansion of Medicaid, claiming it would bring in nearly $2 billion at a crucial time for the healthcare industry. The open enrollment period will end January 15th. Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul has asked the state Supreme Court to decide if the state legislature should release $50 million for the Act 20 reading bill. The legislation would develop an Office of Literacy to identify and implement literacy testing and curriculum. Governor Tony Evers used line items vetoes to cut parts of the bill, which Republican legislators called unconstitutional. A Dane County Circuit Court judge ruled that Governor Evers used that authority properly in August, but rejected the request to force the release of funding. Last Saturday was Drug Take-Back Day. Chief Billy Jones reports that the Richland Center Police Department, with the assistance of Partners for Prevention of Richland County, participated in the Drug Enforcement Administration's National Drug Take-Back Day, which is a biannual event. The event was hosted at the Richland Center Police Department and continues to be well received in our community. Drug Take-Back Day is intended to encourage citizens to safely dispose of unneeded or expired medications. Drop boxes around the community have become popular for use year-round for disposing of unused medications.
The last couple of years, we've actually collected way more medications out of the drop boxes because they're available every day. So that would mean our numbers or maybe the weight has gone down on the actual drug take-back days. But that's okay. We want people to know and to use the drug boxes that are throughout the community. So this year, we collected 31.6 pounds of medication during the 4-hour event. So on Saturday, the 26th, that was how much we brought in. We then collected 212.2 pounds of medication just between the center pharmacy and the Richland Center Municipal Building drop boxes. We then collected 80 pounds of medication that was turned over from us from the Richland County Sheriff's Department. And then we also have a drop box at the Viola Village Hall, in which we collected 25.8 pounds. So in total, we collected 349.6 pounds of unused medication.
Chief Jones said the nearly 350 pounds were then submitted for destruction. As a reminder, if you find you need to get rid of unused medications throughout the year, drop boxes are available year-round. A search warrant in Laval led to drug arrest. Tuesday, the Sauk County Drug Task Force executed a search warrant at a residence on Union Street in the village of Laval. The search was conducted in connection with an ongoing investigation into the distribution of marijuana. This same residence had been searched by the Drug Task Force 2 months earlier. In the weeks following the first search, law enforcement continued to receive community tips and concerns regarding drug activity at the residence. As a result, Matthew Nealon, 33, and Samantha Williams, 40, both of Laval, were taken into custody and jailed in the Sauk County Jail on charges of felony bail jumping and possession of THC. The pair have current pending felony charges in Sauk County Circuit Court, including possession with intent to deliver THC, maintaining a drug trafficking place, and money laundering, all stemming from the previous search. The investigation is ongoing and additional criminal charges are possible. If you have any information regarding this or other criminal activity, you are encouraged to contact Sauk County Crime Stoppers at 1-888-TIP-SAUK. That's 1-888-847-7285 or your local law enforcement agency. A man wanted for Dane County campground shooting is in custody. Dane County deputies say 33-year-old Micah Riggins was arrested Wednesday night and booked into the jail. Riggins is suspected of repeatedly shooting a man at Madison Campground in DeForest October 20th and fleeing the scene. He now faces charges of attempted homicide and possession of a firearm by a felon. The victim in the case survived the attack. The Brewer Public Library in Richland Center will have a big anniversary celebration this weekend. Stacy Pilla is from the Brewer Public Library.
We'd like to let the community know about our 55th year anniversary open house, which is happening this Saturday, November 2nd. Library hours on Saturday are from 10 to 2. Some things that we have going on will be a free will donation chili lunch from 11 to 1. We'll have some live music with Monty Burger. Our book sale room will be open. We've got a great special happening in the book sale room. And you can also pick up a free copy of the book WRCO, The Poisoning of Richland County. That's going to be the featured book for an upcoming community read, and that is by local author Katie Albaugh.
The Brewer Public Library building exists because of a generous individual.
In 1969, the building opened. Dr. A. Keith Brewer was a native of Richland County and a nuclear physicist with the U.S. Navy, and he decided to donate the building to us 55 years ago.
The building is more than a library. Stacy Pilla mentioned some of the other uses, which you can find out more about at the event.
We've got a lot of great programs going on. We have not just books, we have public computers. You can print, fax, copy. You can reserve a meeting room. There's no cost to do that. All kinds of features.
The Friends of the Brewer Public Library and the Brewer Public Library invite everyone to the library's 55th anniversary open house Saturday from 10 until 2. The library is located at 325 North Central Avenue in Richland Center. You can find more about the event and the library at richlandcenter.wi.gov/library. Park Street Christian Church will host a nonpartisan, non-denominational prayer meeting for the United States of America Monday from 6:30 to 7:30. For WRCE News, I'm Joanne Krulotz.
The Bucks' losing streak continues. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. The Milwaukee Bucks won their season opener in Philadelphia. Since then, they've lost 4 in a row, this time in Memphis, to the Grizzlies, 122-99. So what do they need to do to get out of this slump? Brooke Lopez.
We need a little energy, someone to wake us up, yell at us, pick us up, whatever it is. We're going to figure this out eventually, you know? We're going to be a different team in March.
The Bucks host the Cavaliers tomorrow night. College football, the Badgers on the road tomorrow night against the Hawkeyes. Kickoff at 6:30. Iowa favored by 3 points. NFL, the Packers host the Lions Sunday. Jordan Love dealing with that groin injury. Safety, Xavier McKinney, who leads the league in interceptions, named the NFC Defensive Player of the Month, Coach Jeff Hafley.
When you play good defense together and you have success and you win games, guys are going to get rewarded, and he deserves to be rewarded. He, in my opinion, is the best safety in the NFL.
That's the Packers defensive coordinator, Jeff Hafley, with Sports. I'm Mike Clemens.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. Holiday movie season is about to kick off, and there are 2 big films to be released in the next couple weeks. And theater owners and studio executives are hoping they crush the gate. It's not quite Barbenheimer, but Gladiator 2 and Wicked both open November 22nd, and cumulatively are estimated to pull in almost $150 million to help kick off the holiday box office. Hopefully, these films match the amount of buzz and hype that is brewing throughout Hollywood. A Hollywood actor is headed to prison for 12 months and a day for his part in the January 6th insurrection in 2021. Actor Jay Johnston has appeared in shows like Bob's Burgers, Parks and Rec, Arrested Development, and the critically acclaimed Mr. Show. According to NBC News, the actor, who was also in Anchorman and Men in Black 2, pleaded guilty to obstructing officers during civil disorder. According to Variety, the actor stole a police shield to help make a wall against police and pinned an officer against a door frame and was arrested a month later. Tough way to get a new headshot. U.S. Congressman Adam Schiff is proposing legislation that would help keep film and TV production here in the United States. Variety reports announced that the film industry has wanted these incentives for a long time to help keep production from going overseas. Production in the U.S. has dropped consistently the last 3 years. Variety says the federal incentives would supplement incentives that already exist in states like Georgia, New Mexico, and Illinois. The shower scene in the film Psycho is iconic and made people scared to take showers. Compared to a new shower scene in Terrifier 3, the Psycho scene would be considered subtle, maybe even a love scene. Terrifier 3 is getting attention from the amount of people walking out of the film absolutely disgusted with said scene. One person in the UK actually vomited while watching the scene where two lovers are chainsawed to death in the shower. Filmmakers used 110 gallons of blood. What's really scary is there were probably some people in the audience watching with a smile on their face. Fans of Martha Stewart should check out a new documentary called Martha. But be advised, there is one person who is not a fan of the film, and that is its star, Martha Stewart. Stewart had issues with the way director R.J. Cutler made her look towards the end of the film, in which she says he portrayed her as, quote, a lonely old lady hunched over in the garden. She also has issues with the second half of the film for focusing too much on her prison stint, which Stewart says is a very small part of her life. Martha fans should judge for themselves, though. The film is available to stream on Netflix. Comedian Bill Burr and pop star Charlie XCX will host Saturday Night Live during the month of November. According to Variety, Burr will host the show November 9th, which will be the first episode post-election. This will be the comedian's second time hosting the show. Charlie XCX will host on November 19th and also appear as the musical guest. For more showbiz fun, tune into Nightlight with me, Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
It is going to be partly cloudy today with a high in the mid to upper 40s this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy, will drop into the low to mid 30s. Tomorrow, sunshine, warmer, mid to upper 50s, and then we have more rain on the way Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Right now, it's 31.
The national news cycle never stops, but it can be hard to find news about your local community. Civic Media is dedicated to providing quality local and state news coverage across Wisconsin. With the Civic Media app, you can get notifications about local stories that matter to you and your community. Find the free Civic Media app in your phone's app store and choose notifications from the menu to tell us what kind of news you want to hear about.